Hello and welcome to this, the fourth episode of our Dark Souls playthrough over at JRPG Historia Future Perfect. I'm Evan Tugnati, your time captain. I'm joined as always by Space Quartermaster Ryan McGinley.
Reporting for duty.
And joined as sometimes by Virtual Stowaway Matthew Malewski.
That's me.
Yeah. So we're here, we're back at it. Gotta go kill Ornstein and Smough.
That's not it.
That's how you say it.
No.
It's like the fucking dragon in The Hobbit. A lot of arguments about how you say the name.
There are arguments about that?
All I know is before I went to go see The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug, a lot of sort of infuriating Tolkien fans corrected me that it was Smaug, not Smaug. But then they just say Smaug in the movie. So
Really?
Yeah. So I don't know what to think anymore.
I mean, it's probably how you're saying it then, although it's odd, because, I would think it would be how the fans, I mean, just how I naturally think of it would be how the fans that were correcting you were saying it, but,
Right.
I mean, if it's pronounced like that, I'd assume, if there's one thing that, fucking Peter Jackson is good at, it's, being pretty true to the canon, so.
Yeah.
I think people just like to think it's Smaug because it goes with the whole fact that he's a dragon.
In what sense?
Like
It's
Smaug.
you know, it's kind of like smoke if you think about it.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, sure. I forget who said it. I was listening to some sort of podcast where somebody made the very apt point about those movies, those Hobbit movies, that we should stop thinking of them as movies because that's not what they are. They're just sort of vague, but
like
also
visual
weirdly
books.
specific recountings of things in a book. Like, it's not... It doesn't play by any sort of movie structure rules. It's just like, oh, remember, you liked The Hobbit, right? Remember all these parts in The Hobbit?
Yeah.
That were kick-ass.
I sort of like The Hobbit, it's alright.
The book?
Yeah.
Yeah, the book's okay.
Yeah.
It's better than Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
I
I couldn't, as a kid, I'd read everything, but I couldn't get through the fucking Lord of the Rings, because there's just too much dicking around doing nothing.
Yeah. There's a fair bit of that in The Hobbit as well.
Certainly, but it's less of that. It's not over 3 books.
There's also less...
I mean, all the stuff that happens in The Hobbit would basically take place in, like, 2 Lord of the Rings books.
Yeah. There's also
shorter.
less shit happening in The Hobbit that I felt like I should have been reading about instead of what... Like, The Lord of the Rings is a much more dramatic book. Like, The Hobbit is sort of comparatively low-key.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt that the time they spent, describing foliage was a little more frustrating.
Yeah.
So it was like, there's so much shit here. That's one thing the Lord of the Rings movies, to their credit, were pretty good about.
Yeah.
Those are pretty good movies.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Describing the foliage.
Yeah, they were great at that.
I think as far as like high fantasy goes,
Yeah.
there's some pretty good. I think I don't know. I haven't seen the second movie, but I was a lot less. The action stuff in The Hobbit did nothing for me. Whereas I'm still a pretty big fan of like that ending scene in Return of the King.
Yeah, the action in the new Hobbit, well, new in quotation marks, I guess. That shows you how many movies I go see in theaters. That's a new movie to me. But is good generally. It's just not really a movie. It just doesn't have a suitable beginning, middle, or end.
Well, the weird thing about the newest one is that it's not even like it's sort of an inaccurate telling of
yeah.
Because he's throwing in all that shit from the Silmarillion and bullshit where Legolas has to show up.
Yeah, Legolas shows... That's not even as bad as all the shit they give Evangeline Lilly Elf to do.
Yeah,
which was
probably one of the worst parts of Lord of the Rings.
Fall in love with the handsome dwarf. And
then, really?
Yeah. And then there's like half an hour of watching her and the handsome dwarf, like, do stuff. She shows up in the town at the end, So at that point, you're cutting between like 3 different locations, and one of them is them trying to get fucking herbs for the handsome dwarf. Evangeline
Sounds a
Lilly
little
is there.
trivial.
It's a little that movie is a good lesson in how to infuriatingly edit a big action sequence. Because the last like 45 minutes are just them tearing around, like trying to mess up the dragon in the mines or whatever. But then it's also interspersed with all of this town stuff, and like it moves at a snail's pace.
Yeah, so this, while you're watching like Martin Freeman have some, generally thrilling hijinks, you have to cut back to herb gathering.
Yeah, it's to a certain. The movie could stand to be like 45 minutes shorter, probably.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that goes without saying.
It's just like it's a frustrating. It also doesn't have an ending, but you know how some people like to say The Empire Strikes Back doesn't have an ending.
Which it does.
They're wrong, but I'm right when I say that the second Hobbit movie does not have an ending.
Yeah, I don't even understand that criticism of, like, The Empire Strikes Back not having an ending, because it clearly does. Like, it's... I don't know what... It's wordless, I guess. It's not even that much of a cliffhanger, like, something's been resolved. I mean, it's not entirely sure what they're going to do from there, but...
It's just a good ending.
Yeah.
Unlike, some other endings I can think of in the Star Wars series.
Like, all the other ones.
Return of the Jedi doesn't have a very good ending.
Yeah. I sort of like the ending fight scene, but not
Sure. I'm talking more about the ghosts
Ewok dancing
and the Ewok song.
I'd say that's a pretty good climax, but
I did watch like half of the Star Wars holiday special during Christmas.
That's an interesting failure.
What?
Yeah.
Didn't know they had that.
Wait, you didn't know about the holiday special of Star Wars?
No.
The Star Wars holiday special came out
it's bad, yeah.
in 1978 or so.
Uh-huh.
So it was right after the first movie, basically.
Uh-huh.
And it is aired once on television. Because they aired it, like, I think, in November. It's a Christmas special, too. Technically, like, a fucking Life Day special, or whatever the Wookiee fake holiday is.
Yeah, right. It is among the most... It's one of the most perplexing things I've ever seen. Like, even distancing it from Star Wars, it's just a bizarre...
You're gonna have to find this.
Yeah, it's not hard. I mean, there's one... The reason I watched it is because... there's basically this one digital copy of it around. Somebody recorded it on VHS.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously Lucasfilm has never released this in any way, shape, or form because it's such an atrocity.
I mean, George Lucas, who is pretty proud of the prequel films, he himself has distanced himself from that, if that tells you anything.
And so there's this one copy that floats around that's like a full 2-hour block, and it has commercials and everything. And so the Riff Tracks people did a riff of it and of all the commercials, like the one copy of it that floats around. So I watched some of it, and it's good if you want to see a lot of sort of wordless, like, practical comedy sequences with just Wookiees grunting. Like, where because they can't talk, so it's just like...
Yeah, not any subtitles or anything. It's just a lot of, like, grunting and this sort of vague plot happening. There's one time when the dad Wookiee, he gets, like, this virtual reality thing, which turns out to be, like, some sort of... It's a
weird, like, virtual sex fantasy thing.
Yeah, but it's not even... It doesn't even go that far, and it's implied he's masturbating during
Jefferson Starship is there at one point.
Yeah.
They open a box that has Jefferson Starship holograms in it.
What?
And then Jefferson Starship plays a song.
Yeah, and also all the cast. I think this came out between The New Hope and Empire Strikes Back. So, like, you got yourself Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher and...
Harrison Ford?
Yeah, Harrison Ford. They're all in there. So, it's...
I can't believe I've never heard of this.
Like, this had a lot of...
It's a very famously awful thing. I'm surprised you haven't heard of it.
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay. Whew. Okay, I just made it past the archers, which is good.
Good.
Very good.
Because I never want to have to deal with the archers again. As I recall last episode, I made it past the archers and then forgot to rest at the bonfire in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not going to let that happen again.
Like you lit it and didn't rest or something?
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's still a mistake I make on occasion, because I'm just so full of myself, you know?
Yeah, you know.
Alright. I should probably equip my Havel's armor right now, because...
Want to equip the Drake sword?
Yeah. Dark Souls humor. Using the Drake sword on New Game Plus. What you shouldn't do in Dark Souls. 10 ways to up your Dark Souls play.
Is this an article on BuzzFeed?
Yes. How did
Sure
you
it
know?
is. Because you had a kind of bad title and it had a number.
Yeah, it's probably a picture slideshow where each time you want to see a new picture, it reloads a new page. Which is the best kind.
Get rid of the Drake sword. Make sure not to have too heavy armor.
And then number 10 is prepare to die. And it's all tongue-in-cheek. It's like...
Evan, if you keep playing Dark Souls past this, I want you to just keep upping your strength so you can be as agile in Havel's armor as you are in your lightest armor.
You know, I'm pretty close to it with Havel's ring.
Yeah.
I'm actually not that much slower. Certainly not. The roll's a little bit slower, that sort of thing, but it's not as big a difference as you might suspect.
Huh.
Which is nice. I am sort of wondering, because like this might be the playthrough where it stops scaling.
Right.
So at that point, I need to make a real decision about my level of commitment to Dark Souls. Because if I play it again, then what am I saying about myself?
That you
really
like Dark Souls?
Yeah, but also...
if you play it again, you should probably just, like, create a new character and, like, you know...
Yeah, I should try to do a naked run. Never level up.
Fists only.
Or even just, like, because you've just been, I mean, you're still a thief, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is all the same character.
Yeah,
I guess
so
I could try to
maybe
play a
like,
sorcerer
mage class or something.
yeah.
I mean, at some point, though, classes don't really matter in Dark Souls.
That's true. I guess I could just pick up a staff and try now, but...
You don't think it'd go well?
I mean... well, my dexterity is really high. It would depend. I'd have to get a staff that's dexterity-based, rather than, like, intelligence-based, because my intelligence is shit. I'm not a smart woman. I am...
But goddamn if you can't do some backflips.
That's true.
You're like Buffy and Beer Bad, which I just watched today again.
So you're up to there, huh?
Yeah.
That's,
It's still not the worst episode.
It is.
It isn't.
It is indisputable.
It is very bad.
It is,
But,
it is the worst episode.
There's like 10 minutes of it that are either inoffensive or pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, is that... is that what you think, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's true. I just
There are
think
entire episodes of Buffy that are just either A, all terrible, or B, like actually damaging to sort of character arcs or whatever.
I can't think of any that are that damaging to character arcs.
There's that one in season 6 for Willow with the magic drug.
I don't know that I'd call that damaging to an arc. It's because it disappears so quickly as a metaphor.
It's true.
Like, it's really just a metaphor for that one episode, and then you get...
There's like a couple episodes where...
I guess. It's really only the one that's the problem, though.
Yeah.
The one where she floats up to the ceiling or whatever. That's the real problem.
It's pretty bad. I guess I just don't think it's worse than I, Robot You Jane or Where the Wild Things Are, which is just Buffy having sex for 42 minutes.
I mean, she's having sex throughout the duration of the 42 minutes. We visit other people during that
Right.
time.
And they're not doing much.
And we see how
Just
they're
really
affected
boring.
by her having sort of violently loud sex.
It's not very good.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not.
That sounds like my kind of episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, iRobot Eugene is just inexcusably just
Sure.
terrible.
I guess. I think the awfulness of the A story in Beer Bad is worse than any. I guess I could come around to thinking that those 10 minutes you're referring to are alright.
Yeah.
But if we're going to view, like, individual stories, I don't think they told a worse story. Or a story as sort of misguided and stupid as that one.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's ridiculous if you were to call Beer Bad the worst episode.
Mhm.
Just think there's some.
Just think there are some worse ones. I get it.
Yeah. Season 4 is a little stronger than I remember, though. At least initially, before it gets kind of stupid.
There's good. There's good stuff in
Yeah.
in season 4. Hey Ryan,
You should watch Buffy.
why the fuck haven't you watched Buffy yet?
Time.
That just seems like the sort of thing you would have done like a year ago.
And
I
then not
started
tell
to a
Evan.
year ago.
Yeah,
And then never tell Evan.
yeah. He's actually watched all of Buffy.
I actually wrote an episode of Buffy.
Which one?
Yeah, I actually have
Beer
a.
Bad.
You're bad. That figures.
No. I actually have a writing name. It's David Fury. With a couple scripts.
I'm Marty Noxon, actually.
I'm actually
So sorry.
Who directed Cloverfield?
Drew.
Goddard.
No, Drew Goddard wrote Cloverfield. Someone
he
else
didn't direct
directed it. Yeah. Cabin in the Woods was his first directing effort.
I see.
I don't
Let's
much
see.
care for Cabin in the Woods. I don't know if I've mentioned it.
Yeah. Oh, he wrote World War Z.
He did.
Yeah.
I think he was one of like 20 people
Let me
who
see.
had a
Yeah,
pass
wasn't
at
he
the
like one of the
script.
early writers?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's at least 4 that are credited. Okay.
Yeah.
And Cloverfield. I don't know this director. Okay.
Matt Reeves
Yeah.
directed the Let the Right One In remake,
Well,
known as
that's-
Let Me In,
Right.
which is a curiously antithetical title to Let the Right One In.
Oh, I didn't realize this existed.
Yeah, I've not seen it. I believe it has Chloe Grace Moretz in it as the vampire lady.
Yeah, it seems to have gone. It's been received pretty well.
Yeah, I didn't see it just because, I don't know, I like to Let the Right One In a lot.
Right. It'd
I
be a
don't
little.
know that I needed to,
Ruin that.
Yeah.
or revisit the characters in an Americanized setting.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know,
Even author like that.
Shit.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh God, stop!
Maybe
Stop!
it's a girl with a dragon tattoo kind of situation. Oh.
Yeah, that's possible that it is. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out how I want to approach this Ornstein and Smough fight. Smaug.
You don't have to.
Smaug.
Say it.
I think I'm gonna use Iron Flesh.
that sounds like a good idea.
So Iron Flesh, in case people have forgotten, is the thing that makes you super slow but super like hard to kill. It ups your defense, but it makes you like you can't roll, can't do shit. Just gotta hunker down and deal with it.
Uh-huh.
Maybe things will go your way, maybe they won't.
You can go your own way.
Yeah, like he's saying.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm just gonna... Oh, Jesus. Yeah, no, this is definitely still scaling. Because that did not deal that much damage the last time I was here.
I see.
Alright. Get out my pyromancy flame. I'm a big fan of the way the pyromancy stuff looks in this.
Mm-hmm.
Because basically you wield it in your right hand, and then as I'm about to do right here, you just sort of like hold it up like a fist, and then fucking push it into your body. Alright. Let's fight. Come on. Ah, shit. Whew.
Oh shit, Drew Goddard's making a Daredevil show.
Daredevil show?
Yeah, and he's a showrunner.
I don't know that Daredevil is a good superhero. That's my feeling on it. I don't know. Where do you guys stand
Yeah.
on Daredevil?
I
mean,
never.
his superpower is being blind.
I
Well, no,
don't
but
know
he's
that
really
much
good
about
at it.
Yeah, isn't he a lawyer?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like
I
most
don't actually know a
superheroes
lot
that are
about
lawyers.
Daredevil.
I'm not a
although I
huge
mean,
Daredevil.
you know, he's good, so I
Yeah.
it might be good. I think they're doing like aren't like 4 shows being secured by Netflix or something like that? Let me see. Yeah, that's being aired on Netflix along with Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and a Defenders miniseries. That's interesting.
Jeez.
I don't know a lot of those
Yeah.
because I don't read comics.
Yeah. I think I know Luke Cage. At least
So I'm
sounds
not a
familiar.
nerd. Hey-oh.
Let me clarify. I'm not a nerd, so this is why.
It's true. I'm just on my 6th playthrough of Dark Souls.
Possibly 7.
I don't deal with that superhero shit. Alright, I'm gonna try Power Within this time, which is almost certainly gonna go really badly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because now I'm gonna be losing health steadily.
No, there's no way that could go wrong.
Ah,
Looks like
they
he's also
hit
doing
me
a couple other Marvel-related things. I think Joss Whedon might be doing some pulling of the strings. If you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah,
I suspect some
foul play.
yeah, some foul play as it
Did you
were.
guys see that Clark Gregg called everybody who stopped watching S.H.I.E.L.D. a loser?
Yeah, well, I guess I'm a loser.
Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck? We're sorry you made kind of a shitty TV show.
Yeah.
You know, try harder.
Eat
And then-
shit,
and then-
Clark Gregg.
He said that during an interview, and then at the end of the interview, he's like, "Wait, I just mean they should be more patient."
I see. Patient with what? Is he claiming that people
Hold
stopped
on, let me
watching
retract the
S.H.I.E.L.D.?
statement that a couple minutes into afterwards I sang it, and I realized it was
Yeah.
stupid.
He's saying that people stopped watching S.H.I.E.L.D. because it was too slow? Because that's not the reason I stopped watching it.
Yeah. It's not like it's the fucking Wire where like, man, I'm really into the sort of intricate character building and
I think the
worlds you're
implication
making.
is that, like, Marvel is such a big universe that they have to like really wait for the show to get into it or something. But I don't know.
Yeah, that's not really indicative of the issues with
Yeah, no, I agree.
with.
It at
what
least
I
sounds like
watched
it's
of S.H.I.E.L.D.
improving a little. So.
Yeah, apparently this latest episode,
Is as good as that one we watched. That was good.
yeah, as good as it gets.
Like you mean like that 4th episode?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the one with the glasses.
Yeah, I dug that one.
Glasses episode was okay. It was fun.
Yeah.
Alright, let's try Iron Flesh again. See how this does. Ugh, that did not go. Okay, new plan. No
Doesn't.
Iron Flesh. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. I just need to survey the. Ugh. These guys are the fucking pit. It's the pit of Dark Souls right here. I really thought that was gonna stagger him. I was wrong.
Certainly will.
Alright. No! Oh, okay. Ah! Okay, everybody just slow down a minute. Let's all chill. Oh, God. That was a bad idea. Okay. Let's all just...
Why do you keep going after Ornstein first? Don't they say to go after Smough first?
Nope. Ornstein first.
Huh.
Smough second. Get away from the fucking people. I want to kill you. Okay. Oh my god.
Come on, Evan.
Here we go, Evan. Here we
Did
go.
they misspell execute? Oh, never mind.
No, I don't think they do.
No, my bad.
They missed
frame
the
rate's a
Silent
little
L
inconsistent.
and Executioner.
Yeah, it's a little off for me in this frame rate. So.
Mm-hmm. Oh God.
God can't help you, Evan.
I know.
As Bill Nye would say.
That's Bill Nye's message, right?
As secular heathen Bill Nye would say.
Fuck you and your God.
I mean, he is a secular heathen by any stretch of the imagination.
Oh, certainly. I just like the word heathen.
I mean, that's
it's a pretty good word.
It's a good word.
It really implies a lot about the person saying it.
More so than the person being called the heathen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the picture going around the internet that was a response? It was supposed to be a response to Bill Nye's arguments during the debate, and it's a lady holding up a piece of paper that says, "If God doesn't exist, why are there sunsets?"
Mm.
Oh, let me. Where is that on Twitter? Okay. Favorite.
Look, man, the tide goes in, tide goes out. What the fuck?
It's my all-time favorite line.
I was iron fleshed. What more do you want from me, game? That one lightning bolt of awful took out all of my health. And for what?
That's pretty good.
And for what?
For
Fun.
Victory?
Yeah, fun.
Is that what this is?
Now you're gonna feel all the more satisfied when you finally crush Ornstein and Smough. Am I right?
For the
Yeah.
sixth or seventh.
Yeah, no, Matthew, you don't need to sell me on Dark Souls. I'm pretty much sold at this point.
84 hours in.
84 hours in, it's just starting to peel back its intricacies. I'm like, oh yeah, I get it. Alright.
So that Final Fantasy 13 recap thing, is that an actual game or is that just a video?
No, it's just a video they released where they were like,
I thought you said, is Final Fantasy 13 thing.
Is it a real game?
Is that a game?
Well, sort of.
I mean, it's in a game in a sense that it might inspire a little bit of discussion, like Gone Home.
It's a lightly interactive adventure.
It's a little more automated than Gone Home or The Walking Dead, I'd say.
Yeah. Yeah, you
So
don't
what
have to
you're
make as
saying
many
is-
tough decisions.
What you're saying is instead of watching that recap and then trying to understand the story from what Evan explains it, I should probably play the first two games.
No. I mean, we're gonna play them. We're gonna play them on the show, so don't worry
I'd rather
about it.
start a stamp collection first before you play Final Fantasy 13 or 13 for anything other than like an academic purpose.
Yeah, there's certainly academic pursuits that are valid in playing those games, but it's really the only situation in which I'd endorse it. Or if you're cataloging every JRPG for a video series, then
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. People are clamoring for their Final Fantasy 13 coverage. They just want more and more.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah, you would be.
Oh man.
Oh, that was a close one.
Yeah.
All right,
You're fine.
let's see. Yeah. Come on. Damn it. Stop stepping away from me. Ugh. Okay, what? Oh, you're just gonna walk toward me slowly, both of you? Is that it? Really? Oh, God. Okay. Okay, look. I'm sure we can talk this out.
I don't think you can.
I'm sure we can talk this out.
I don't think you can.
Why wouldn't we be able to talk this out? Guys?
Because I don't think they can talk.
Guys?
That's a good point. Does any character in Dark Souls? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
There's that
they're-
guy in Sense Fortress. It's like.
Oh my
I am
fucking
old.
god.
Oh, he
Okay.
died.
I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, like
I'm
any
sorry.
NPC except for the enemies talk.
Yeah.
Or a lot of them do, I guess I should say. Some of them.
Ah,
not
greedy.
so much.
I got too fucking greedy. I had it. Had it in the palm of my hand.
And in the grass.
And I lost it.
Yeah.
You had the touch. You had the power.
I,
God.
yeah.
What's it even worth? You guys. Let's get real for a second.
I
What's
don't
it even
know.
worth?
Self-satisfaction.
Yeah, I guess. But what's that even worth?
I mean, that's up to you, isn't it?
Holy shit! Oh my god, it is.
You're welcome.
Oh my god. You guys, I need to lie down for a little bit.
Oh man.
Blew your mind
This is
straight
seriously-
open.
This is a big deal for me. This is a breakthrough. I need to call my therapist. And fire him
Mom!
and just talk
Somehow
to
it's
Ryan.
not surprising at all that you have a therapist. You're so weak-willed to require therapy.
I actually,
You're inferior.
I actually don't have a therapist, but probably should. Don't.
That's a shame.
What?
But you don't have one. I get out.
Which part's the shame? That I should have one or that I don't have one?
Both, I guess.
Mm.
Well, I mean,
That's pretty deep too, actually. Now that I
Yeah.
think about it,
yeah. I'm not trying to shame you. I'm trying to shame
you're trying to slut shame me, is what you're trying to
Yeah, I'm. God damn it, Evan! Put some clothes on.
say. I am just naked right now.
I mean, that's what the bus seat article says. Souls game. Remove
we're not
yourself of
supposed
all
to be.
other sensory input,
Yeah.
i.e., clothes.
I thought the whole thing was that in the future nobody wore clothes anymore, so we were supposed to be kind of like joining them and not wearing clothes also.
Oh, sorry, I'm not in the whole. I brought my clothes on board because I'm, that's why you guys smuggled me on. You saw that I was wearing clothes, and
Yeah. And I was like, this guy is fucked up. He's wearing
you
clothes
should
out
have
on our
costumed
JRPG
for all the video
spaceship.
games we play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this guy has clothes on? I bet he'd love to watch a Dark Souls playthrough.
I could see how one might fall in that train of thought.
Seems like the right kind of self-loathing. Alright.
What you're saying is that we should all be in a nudist colony.
What I'm saying...
Or playing Dark Souls.
What I'm saying is fuck clothes. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Well, I mean, clothes have their benefits. Like, you don't get hit by snow. You can.
Benefit number 1. You don't get hit by snow. Benefit number 2. You don't get arrested. Benefit number 3.
You don't have to get searched in an airport because you're not wearing any clothes.
They can have cool...
I mean, I guess they could do a cavity check, but come on.
They have cool logos on them. Benefit number 4. Ah,
That is-
jeez.
That I do like selling out for corporate America.
Yeah. Buy a bunch of shirts with Nike logos on them. It doesn't make any sense. It's like, why would you do that?
I really like those Air Jordans. I'm gonna invest.
Who
in-
wouldn't?
That always did not make sense to me. Why people would give one shit about shoes. Like
Just in
tennis shoes.
general? Just...
Tennis shoes in particular. Like,
Right.
Come on.
Yeah, you know what, Matthew?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Thank you.
Fuck shoes.
Fuck shoes.
What?
Just shoes. I mean, god damn it.
What did shoes
No,
ever...
I completely agree.
Yeah. I mean, particularly tennis shoes, because they're just so utilitarian and like purpose. Like, they're just like, what do you wear on a daily basis? Tennis shoes.
Well,
Yeah.
no, there's basketball
gives a
shoes
shit?
and there's tennis shoes. Like, there's two different.
How can...
Right, and I mean, I understand if you need basketball shoes, and I mean, of course, like, look, I'm not saying that shoes are purposeless. Like, I'm not saying they're in different types. I'm just saying, like, I don't understand why one would. I don't know, unless they were into fashion. I guess I'm just not.
What I'm saying, is that if my
I just
if
don't.
my
I just
feet
don't imagine sneakers when it comes to fashion, and that's sort of what Air Jordans are.
if my feet didn't hurt when I stepped on broken glass, then I wouldn't wear shoes. Because what would be the point? If you could just walk through anything, if your feet were just so calloused that it didn't matter, then fuck it.
Well, isn't that how you start that? Like, you start not wearing shoes, and
Are
then
you
like
saying
your
that
feet
you
will
would
become calloused?
a shoe from your calluses?
Yeah.
Simply by wearing them?
I'd have like a callus shoe.
Well, when you put it like that.
That's a pretty compelling idea you have there. Have you
don't
taken
just,
it
like-
on Shark Tank?
You can always just dunk your feet in quick cement.
Ooh, yeah. I've talked on the podcast before about the thing my brother threatened me with when I was little, right? The cement mixer.
No.
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 We went out walking
Even
once.
if you have, this isn't the podcast. So
You're right. Different audiences. Went out walking. I was like between 6 and 8.
So easily manipulable.
Yeah.
Time or age?
Age.
Oh, okay.
Age. No, it's easy to manipulate. I was 17 years old, but it was between the hours of 6 and 8.
Catch me around 6 o'clock, and woo. That's right after I drink a couple of beers. So.
Yeah, I was between 6 and 8 years old, and we went out on a walk. And when we were done with the walk and we were heading back, he said, when we get back, I bought a cement mixer. And when we get back, they're gonna bury you in cement. I was petrified.
Like a cement truck?
Yeah, like a cement truck, and they were just gonna take the fucking hose thing and bury me in cement, and that would be how I died.
You just said this nonchalant.
I don't remember how nonchalant it was. I definitely remember that it happened.
So there might have been a degree of menace behind the whole thing.
And I definitely remember a couple days later, my parents told me to go out on another walk with him, and I was resistant to the idea. Because I believe one time he said there would be rabid dogs down a certain street that would
Is this when you started watching a bunch of movies?
Yeah, I was into movies before that, probably.
Yeah.
Rented
Like
some VHSs from whatever the name of the fucking VHS place was. I can't remember.
Blockbuster.
No, not Blockbuster. My brother worked at a Blockbuster for a while. I didn't really go there.
Right.
Okay, knowing that, I have a question about
I don't feel bad at all for you getting NBA Live for your brother now.
That balances
that's
it out.
Fucking traumatic.
Karmically.
Yeah. If karma was a thing.
Yeah.
So I'm curious about Blockbusters, Evan.
Like the movies or the store?
The store.
Okay.
Did, I guess I should say, Blockbusters have like an adult section in the back somewhere?
Not the one near me, I don't think.
I've never been to one where that's the case.
I went to a big store, like video store in San Francisco where there was like a porn section.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been to a local sort of non-chain DVD rental place that has like a fucking booth with a curtain where you get your porn.
Where you can put a DVD in and masturbate in the booth?
No. No, I don't think that is... My brother worked there too, and he told me when, like a couple of years ago, that one of my elementary school teachers came in to rent gay porn once, and was very, like, uncomfortable about it, and was, like, trying to play it off to my brother. Like, he didn't know that he was my brother, but just trying to play it off like he wasn't getting it for him.
I got this friend who wants me to hold it.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's some more,
The moment when you walk into a video store instead of just going online for porn,
yeah.
I think you have to commit and, like, own up to the fact that you're going to... people are going to see you.
You mean
Yeah, that's my like basis for not understanding why people would just go to a movie because there's an attractive actress in it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we're in a positive cornucopia of adult material.
A cornucopia?
You want to pay $10 to get blue balls? Sure, all right.
Let
me just play it.
No,
straight.
look, I can hook you up with some people that'll do that for you. Probably much less than $10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
America.
America, right, guys?
Wasn't that a far-reaching statement? I thought so.
Yeah. Alright. Oh, God. Okay, just back off. Give me my space. Let me fucking circle around you like a dummy.
Mm-hmm.
until I die. Like, right there.
Wow.
I cannot guarantee we will beat Smough and Ornstein in this episode.
Huh.
So you're thinking the episode count is going to go up now?
Yeah, almost definitely.
Wow.
I mean, it's always hard to say, like, this is episode 4, and I said I'd beat it in 4 or 5, so that's not happening.
Right.
For a couple reasons. Capra Demon gave me more trouble than I thought. That was probably just because I was talking.
Right.
The, Ornstein and Smough, I always knew was that's a problem spot, because you can never be sure. Like, they can scale easily, or they can scale really rough. This is one of the harder scales, I think, because they just deal so much damage.
Right.
But we'll see. The other big thing is the Four Kings. And
I'm interested to see that fight now that, like, you've told me that it scales really difficult.
it really gave me... When I used Power Within, I was able to sort of... Because the thing about the Four Kings is that they spawn on a timer, so if you can kill them quickly enough, then you get a moment of reprieve. So with Power Within, I was just dealing enough, like, brute force damage where it wasn't as big a deal.
Okay. You could sip the Estus flask in between.
Yeah. I mean, I was definitely sipping a lot of Estus flasks during, too, but it was just good to have sort of a slight, a little breathing room. Ooh.
That's totally fair.
Yeah. Alright, let's try Iron Flesh. See how that goes. It's probably gonna go bad. Drink. Let's fight. Drink.
Let's fight.
Fight. Fight, god damn you! Okay. Got through him.
Nice.
Now Iron Flesh really needs to wear off. Or this is gonna go bad. Okay. Okay.
You need that speed?
Yeah. I don't think I can do this on 2 Estus flasks. We'll see. I guess
you got it.
I could try to dip into some humanity, but this is a rough part.
You have 86 humanity or something like that, right?
Yeah, I have a lot of humanity. Oh boy.
I mean, the character, not yourself, right?
No, I'm a soulless husk.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to the club.
Did you even read my review of Pikmin 3?
You're getting me angry just thinking about it. I'm gonna actually write 3 paragraphs and then, never contribute to the site again.
Yeah. That guy was incensed. I applaud him. He really wanted to have someone confirm his pro Pikmin 3 agenda. And,
I don't think anything involving Pikmin can be an agenda. Actually, I have a pretty funny Pikmin-related story.
Good!
Bring it on.
I knew these 2 guys, or this couple anyway, and they actually broke up because the girl accidentally destroyed this guy's Pikmin 2 copy, and he got so pissed that...
It's a bad reason to break up.
Yeah, I'd say.
Clearly, if that was the reason, though, there were other problems. Simmering.
Yeah, well, that's another story.
Another story for another time. I am surprised I didn't get hurt by that. That was very fortunate. Alright.
Good on you.
Okay. Alright, just gotta pace myself. Gotta not freak out. If all of that can... Oh boy. Ooh. Nope. What? That should be dealing damage. I'll take it. Alright. This is looking pretty good, you guys.
Yeah?
We might get out of this nightmare.
I don't think you can do it.
Earlier than expected.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's exactly the sort of encouragement I need.
Oh, absolutely.
Alright, come on. Oh. Okay, I need to get somewhere and drink this flask. Alright, out of flasks. I only have twin humanities out, huh? Alright. Let's go with that. Oh boy. Oh jeez.
Nice.
There we go. Now it dealt some damage. I'll just pop those humanities and I don't even give a shit. Okay. Alright.
You can do this.
Yeah, maybe. It can all fall apart real fucking fast.
No, you got it. There's no way this could go bad.
Oh boy,
You
I have no idea how that happened. That was unreal. How little damage that. Okay. Thank you, Dark Souls. Dark Souls giveth and taketh away.
Yeah, don't think it's just yet.
Ugh. Ah, come on. I hit him. You know it, Dark Souls. You're just taking away.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like,
It's like a
rat.
rat.
Ah!
Give it a little
Uh-oh.
tingle.
Fuck it. Ah!
Did you get him?
Yep.
Awesome.
Alright. Okay, now you guys. We have
So
officially...
now the rest of the game is smooth sailing.
Basically. I think so. Except for the Four Kings.
Ah, fuck the Four Kings, man.
So,
Right.
gentlemen, we've made it to the end game of Dark Souls.
Mm-hmm. That was fast.
You know, it's a little bit slower than I was hoping it would go, but... You know...
What do you think, 2 more episodes?
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm gonna push this episode a little bit farther.
Okay.
I
thought that was your closing statement there.
No, this
Oh.
this one might run a little long, but that's fine.
Ah, fuck it.
Okay.
You're only
let's-
daily, right?
Yeah. Sure, I'll up my strength. Okay, so first things first is you go in here and you talk to this lady. This is a big lady.
You should kill her again,
No,
like you did on your first playthrough.
not going to do that. But you
It
go
doesn't
in
really
here.
do anything bad if you're just gonna go critical path, right?
It wouldn't technically. I feel kind of bad though.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Okay, so there's the lady. She's the daughter of Lord Gwyn, who's the final boss. Or something. The lore is a little inscrutable, but she's gonna give me the Lord Vessel, which lets me
Yay.
warp between bonfires. So while I'm here, I'm gonna actually go down. So there's a thing you have to do with this orb. Where is it? I don't see it. Huh. Do I not have the black eye orb?
Huh.
Alright, we'll roll with that.
What happens?
Well, normally what's supposed to happen is... I guess we'll see, maybe the bonfire's still lit. I don't know what really feeds into it. I just know that at a certain point the bonfire at Firelink Shrine burns out. Which it has. And then I'm supposed to use the black eye orb to...
Invade a world.
to invade a world to get it back on track. But I don't have the black eye orb this time, for reasons I don't fully understand. So that's just not a bonfire we're going to be able to use. That's not that big a deal. What should I... where do you want me to go first, Ryan? Pick a place.
Let's go kill, Nito.
Nito? Alright. That's normally who I do first. So Gravelord Nito, down the two of the giants. First, I'm not going to forget this again. You have to talk to him. Take the Lord Vessel down. We'll watch this cool cutscene. Where he picks you up in his mouth. Takes you down. Alright. The boss is right through that door, the final boss of the game. To get to the final boss, you need to collect 4 souls.
Just jump through there. You don't need to wait.
4 Lord Vessel souls. First one of these is going to be Gravelord Nito. It's at the Tomb of the Giants. Tomb of the Giants was my first playthrough. A pretty fucking hard place to deal with. Because you can't really see where you're going.
Do you think you have a handle on it now?
I think I have a handle on it. In fact, the part of the Tomb of the Giants I spent so much time in where I have to use the lantern, I can get through in like 45 seconds now.
Do you have to use the lantern?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I might not have to, but it certainly makes me feel a lot better.
Yeah, makes you feel better about yourself.
Yeah, it makes me feel more secure in my,
Confident sexually.
masculinity, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I was going with that.
Good.
Alright. So, the big thing about the Tomb of the Giants and the Catacombs is you run. You run and you do not fight.
Well, if you're going to do that, why don't you switch back to your lighter armor?
Because I forgot. But I will do that momentarily. You can kill this guy down here. That's probably a good idea.
The necromancers.
Yeah. It's definitely worth it. Alright.
'Cause if you kill the necromancers, then the skeletons can't respawn after you kill them.
That's true. If, yeah. Normally the skeletons respawn until you...
Or if you have a holy weapon, they...
Yeah. I don't have a fucking holy weapon.
No, fuck holy weapons.
What
man,
am
they
I?
suck.
What do I look like to you?
Some sort of pro Dark Souls player.
Yeah. Fuck you. Alright, let's do, I don't really have any other good rings.
You should put on the Dust Crown ring.
Which one? No. You idiot.
You
Dang.
use magic, right?
Yeah, I do. I'm just gonna go with boosting curse resistance, which never hurt.
Yeah, no, that sounds
Mhm.
good. How have you fared against the bone wheels?
They usually don't give me much issue.
Just ignore them.
Yeah, sometimes with the bone wheels... Oh, that's right, I have to hit that switch. Sometimes with the bone wheels they can kill you, like in one go, kind of fluke, just like... They're right behind you and you don't see them, and then they tear through you and you can't do shit.
Right.
That happens sometimes. And, you know, that's just a reality. Can I avoid that? Sometimes. You really just have to learn to let it all go. Just let it all wash over you. But yeah, the rest of the Tomb of the Giants, when you know... Whoa! I take it all back. So what happened there is that necromancer over there shot some fire at me, which normally he doesn't do, and that staggered me a bunch, and it also let me stay open for the skeleton attacks. It's a bad scene.
Evan. Don't you know what the Boy Scout motto is?
Be prepared.
It's actually gay people aren't allowed, but
Be prepared.
That got altered recently, so
Got altered to be
it
prepared.
got altered to secular heathens are not allowed.
Okay. Stop following me. There we go. No more necromancer. Alright, so you run through here. And you fucking go in this... out here. So there are spikes on the bridge where we need to be, so I need to run down this a ways to hit a switch. Push in a thing that'll make the spikes not there. Whoop. And I'm gonna kill this skeleton just for good times.
Always a good reason.
Keep on running. I will say this about Dark Souls. I think I think sort of uniformly the back half, the design of the dungeon stuff is a little bit worse than the front half.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Are there any dungeons you still like a lot in the back half?
Yeah, I mean they're all fine. They just rely a lot more on sort of gimmickry. The Crystal Cave is sort of all about these invisible platforms and
Oh yeah.
and you'll see coming up later, this is sort of all about using a lantern and you can't see where you're going. it sort of lacks the really cool, like, linking nuance of, the first couple. Like, where it's just sort of this big, weird area, and you keep coming back to it and finding different little shortcuts, and there are a bunch of different levels.
Okay.
This is a little more straightforward. But, it's still fun. It's still Dark Souls. Still like it. Don't get me wrong.
Probably not as good as Flappy Bird.
As good as what?
Just Dark Souls
Just...
in general.
Okay.
Flappy Bird's. I mean, don't be surprised to see it on the top 10 games of 2014 list.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, boy.
I wish. Sorry, go ahead, Evan.
So, no, that was just me shouting.
Okay.
Continue.
I wish that time travel existed solely for the purpose that we could get this time, like present Evan, to debate about Dark Souls with 2 years ago, Evan.
Yeah.
Well, 2 years ago, Evan didn't quite have the experience that this Evan had. I mean, also with time travel, that's just a huge waste of.
That's also just asking for
Okay,
trouble.
you know what you would do? What I'd do with time travel? I'd go a day into the future, get the lottery numbers, and then go back like any sensible human being.
Oh, that's great. You know what I'd do? Kill Hitler, you monsters.
Well, I mean, you don't know the ramifications of that. Maybe then we'd have another genocide.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You also don't know if you could just kill Hitler.
Oh, yeah,
That
sure.
seems. I don't think a time travel machine is going to teleport you somewhere,
Oh, fuck you.
unless I'm mistaken.
Fuck you. Oh, I get it.
I guess you
get
could fly to
it.
Germany.
It's just some more of your wishy-washy liberal bullshit. Oh, I don't
know
think you
how-
should kill
I don't
Hitler.
think. I don't know. Are time travel machines allowed on international flights?
Just time travel like halfway
Sir,
through,
Val,
halfway
question.
over Germany.
Yeah, that depends who you're flying with, I think.
Well, I mean, I could see like if you just really equip yourself with like heavy
Let's just-
artillery.
Let's just fuck off and not do that, guys. Alright, here's the bone wheel part. Let's see how it goes. Might go real rotten. It's looking pretty good so far.
Mm-hmm.
Not seeing much of an issue. Alright, bone wheels avoided. So this is the easiest boss in the game. His name is Pinwheel. It's pretty self-explanatory. You fight him, and he's easy.
Mm-hmm.
He does have like one attack that can sort of fuck you up.
He's so easy that like immediately after this fight he becomes a normal enemy.
Yeah. Here, let me just drink this. Sort of feels like a weird practical joke on the part of Dark Souls. Like, hey, here's a really easy boss, just 'cause why not?
Right.
You deserve it.
You've done all this.
You've
Just to
been
get the
through a
looking
lot. Uh-oh. Well, that's what happens when you let too many pinwheels fucking pop up. You get got.
Easiest boss in the game.
Easiest
right?
boss in the game can still kill you when it scales like that. Alright, I'll try and make this quick. You guys talk. Say
So,
something
what's up?
witty.
What's up? Catch
Matthew, if you could time travel to any period, what would it be?
I mean,
Future
I go
included. Like you could time travel to the future. Just
Yeah, I
so
mean
you
that's the only smart option. It's either because I mean I'm only going to travel to the past for monetary gain. Like there's no reason to go into the past. I mean I guess I could go back to like
You could see you killed JFK.
Yeah, I don't care. He's dead. Whatever.
You could stop that person from killing JFK.
No, don't do that.
To be yeah, I wouldn't do that. A, I wouldn't do that. B, didn't JFK have like a bunch of health problems and he probably would have died in like a year anyway. Like
It's hard to say.
yeah, I've heard. I don't know. I feel
Probably
like
all those
I feel like
STDs
the
you got,
the
huh?
universe would autocorrect that sort of shit, and he'd be dead in like. A
Yeah,
week
that's
anyway.
the whole like.
Well, if this were
Think that's
12
something-
monkeys, it would autocorrect that shit.
That's what some people say about time travel is like, time would correct itself in some way anyway. People would just die later, either by accident or some other person's volition.
That's how kid Bruce Willis gets to see adult Bruce Willis get shot. Because time corrects itself.
Oh, is that
Oh, yeah.
Looper?
God, Looper makes
Nah,
no
it's
fucking
no.
Oh,
12 Monkeys.
Oh,
No, it's Looper bullshit.
sorry. Anyway, I'd probably go into the future. I'd probably go into the future and then snag something awesome and then go back to now. Maybe I'd snag, some, I don't know, the singularity shit. That sounds pretty cool. Implanting minds into robots. That seems pretty neat. Go into 100 years, probably around by then.
I want to see what video games are like 1,000 years from now.
Yeah.
What
Are
if you
there
could
even
take,
still
like-
video games?
What if you could take your like Vita or 3DS back in time and just blow people's minds in 1990?
That's not what I'd take.
Technology costs any less. I mean, for a cheap thrill, I guess.
Also, really,
this is some hot shit from Korea. Oh man, that's crazy. Yeah, right.
1990? That's what we're doing?
Yeah, because they still have video games then.
Oh, so it's just like, oh man, okay, get this, right? It's like a Game Boy, but there are 2 screens.
Yeah.
Oh, get this.
Graphics,
It's
man.
like, look, you know how polygons are like things you do for like math class? Sure.
And then everybody's like, oh, this is cool, but Nintendo's so innovative, this must be like 2 to 3 years out, right? And then you solemnly shake your head and hit the button to go back to your time.
Man, if I don't think a headline saying that like Nintendo. I think if we were to bring back a picture of the Wii U to 2005, people would just be a little confused. They'd be like, "Is that some sort of add-on to the Wii?" Not yet knowing what the Wii is, they'd be like, "Is that some sort of add-on?"
That's how deep that train of thought goes,
Yeah.
is even before it's still market confusion.
Exactly.
Okay, where are we going?
Or they'd be like, I feel like the coupling of the words "we" and "you" is a little odd.
It's a little stupid. Doesn't roll off the tongue.
Doesn't
quite
really
like it.
doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah.
I mean, PlayStation means something. It means this is a station that you can play at, and I don't. Xbox is pretty stupid too, I guess. But
I guess now that you mention it, yeah. God, what's my life?
man, that has a. I feel like those descriptions work pretty well about the systems themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Xbox is okay.
Xbox One isn't so hot.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense in the sense that like there's one system,
Mm-hmm.
There's not a Wii. It's not an add-on.
Right.
Yeah.
They just really didn't want the market.
It's actually an add-on to the Xbox original. So
It's actually an add-on to your
it's
cable
actually a
box.
patch. It's a patch, a hardware patch.
In
You actually
fact,
plug it into your old Xbox.
it so thoroughly isn't an add-on that that you don't need anything else.
Yeah.
It's all you need. It's the one.
Really, why do you have cable? Get rid of that shit. You got the Xbox TV now.
No, you need cable to plug into the Xbox.
Oh, that's lame.
Just
I guess
don't.
it's not all. I guess you were lying all along.
Look, all you
Microsoft.
need are 2 boxes, okay? But we didn't want to call it the Xbox 2 because that's even more confusing. You get it.
All right, micro hoax.
Micro hoax? I thought you were gonna say micro dollar
Micro
oft.
Wait, what?
Micro dollar oft. It's like the S is a dollar sign.
Oh, I thought that was some sort of callback to the Holocaust. I don't know if callback is the right word.
Callback.
To the Holocaust.
Man, my favorite part of Community is all those callbacks. It's like when... I was struggling to figure out... I was trying to think of the episode title for this one, but Callback to the Holocaust is it. You did it, Matthew.
Well done, Matthew.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
So yeah, that whole part in the Tomb of Giants was a real pain in the ass. I am now through. Now I'm gonna cut this thing, or try to. That's right. Nope, didn't success. Oh, wait. Oh, come on. Sometimes cutting those guys. It's important because it's the only way I can level up my my light armor.
Mhm.
But they put them in a lot of places where it's hard to
Right.
it's hard to always hit them with the scythe. It's in a lot of hallways, and the scythe can bang on things. It's a whole thing.
Whole thing.
There's also, you might remember, Ryan. I don't know if Matthew was there during this part of the Twitch playthrough.
I think I might have been.
But there's that part coming up right here with like all of those pinwheels,
Uh-huh.
where you have to climb up a whole thing,
Yep.
and you can just do this instead.
Huh.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And then,
That's some hacking shit.
hey look, it's the boss door!
Get all up in that shit.
Alright, so Gravelord Nito normally isn't much of a problem. Obviously
Well,
can't...
is this some sort of Zelda ripoff with a boss door?
Oh yeah. I had to get the big key a minute ago.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, normally...
Why doesn't Link just get a lockpick?
That's what I want to know. That's gonna be the gritty reboot.
Nice job, The Legend of Ludonarrative Dissonance.
When they make a Legend of Zelda a Link between something else, Link to something else, the next big innovation that everybody's gonna love is that he just has a lockpick.
Man, it just makes so much sense. It's the sort of thing you thought would be included in a Zelda game.
You can
before.
go in the doors in any order you want.
You could just go straight to
It's
the
the sort of
boss
thing
door.
that should just be put in every Zelda game.
Yeah.
You know?
Man, oh. Yeah, that's rough when that happens.
What happens when the next Zelda game comes out? Like, do they have to put that system in, or do they go back to what everybody apparently hates about Zelda in that there's structure to the dungeons?
Yeah, I don't know.
really hate that
Matthew,
I mean,
I want you to play that game.
I will.
Cause,
I'll play Link to the Past first, so I can.
that's a bad
yeah.
idea.
Do that.
If you're gonna play a
Why
Link
is that
between...
a bad idea? Should I play the second one first and then? Link to the
Well,
Past?
it's just that, I think perhaps playing A Link to the Past right before A Link Between Worlds would diminish your enjoyment of it. Rightfully so.
absolutely.
like the biased Ryan.
Rightfully so, though, because it's basically the same game but worse.
I see.
But I'm not allowed to compare it, says some people that like Link to the Past. I mean, Link Between Worlds.
Wait, who says that?
Clint said something about like how I shouldn't compare the two.
Oh, well, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Because it's so clear. All of the thing about A Link Between Worlds is that it's reminding you of A Link to the Past. So if that doesn't invite comparison, I don't know what does. Like, there are fucking sound effects in A Link Between Worlds that are the same.
Yeah.
Like, it is,
If I wanted to hear the overworld theme, I would have played a much better Zelda game.
Whoa. Slam.
Majora's Mask has the same overworld theme,
Oh, really?
but a better remix of it.
Huh.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna play Majora's Mask sooner or later. We're gonna
Yeah.
lose all
You're
of our
gonna have to.
subscribers. Because I bet everybody watching this loves A Link Between Worlds. They're gonna be like, oh, fuck these guys. I was
You're gonna
hanging
have
by a
to.
thread
You
before.
were branded with Ryan's game you must play curse.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I was gonna play Majora's Mask.
I think that's a
anyway.
blessing. Fuck you.
Yeah. Well.
I gave you two the best games.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gave Clint
Really
Monster
saddled
Hunter.
Quinn with some bullshit right there. Monster Hunter try.
Well, Clint also is the person who's subjecting himself to playing all of Dark Souls right now when he doesn't like it.
Yeah.
That's a fair point. Also, apparently Dark Souls is easy,
Yeah.
which I didn't know. But I'm glad he told me. Alright.
Yeah, I could see for some casuals how it might be a little challenging the first go around, but
Ah! Ah, god damn it. Hate that shit. Alright, let's just get out the way.
Ooh, bitch. Get out the way.
Alright. So, here's the
get
cool
that
thing.
iPod, Ryan.
Yep.
Ah, damn it. Okay. Well, the cool thing about that fight when I actually do it successfully is that he has this attack, this like area of effect attack that blows down all of his skeletons. And it's supposed to be so powerful that I need to run away from it. But with Iron Flesh, I don't. I can just stay there and keep wailing on him, effectively rendering all of his skeletons, like, useless. Just handy, you know. It's good stuff. Alright, I'm gonna give this one more go. If I can't beat Gravelord Nito, we're gonna call it.
Okay.
If I beat Gravelord Nito, we're gonna call it.
Okay.
One way or another, we're gonna call it.
You remember that song in the Rugrats movie?
That
Remember the Rugrats movie?
Don't I ever?
do.
I do.
Wait, which one? The one where they go to Paris?
No, the original with Dill. It's
the
about.
rap star mobile.
I'm not talking about the fucking Raptor mobile. I'm not talking about the shitty sequel to the Rugrats movie.
Jesus.
The Raptor mobile is in the first Rugrats movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Fuck
maybe
you.
they were all shitty. Fuck.
Yeah.
And it has the like creepy monkeys who escape from the zoo.
Oh yeah.
Apparently,
all I remember of that movie, like keenly, there was this one part where like the dad's like, honey, the kids are missing, and then she drops like like baby food on the floor, and then it opens up and spills all over the floor. It's like, that's pretty gross.
that's all you remember.
Oh no, I also remember Dill taking the bottle from Tommy, and then Tommy was like, "What the fuck, Dill? I have to drink some milk too, you know." And then Dill didn't give a shit. He just kept drinking that.
And Tommy abandons Dill out in the wilderness.
That's some hardcore shit for like 2-year-olds. Just saying.
Not even two. It's like, Jesus Christ.
You know, not even toddlers, you know. Then they crawl everywhere.
This was informative.
Hence Rugrats.
Yeah. What about our psyches, Evan, or something?
No, just about the Rugrats film.
It's really a great piece of artistry.
Art.
You should go see it.
You know, it's not a great movie, but it's a great
I know
film.
the adventures. Well, I mean, I still stand behind that.
Yeah. What was that in regards to? The Tree of Life?
Tree of Life, yeah. I mean, I didn't mean that. I mean, it was stupid to say that, but
Right.
I didn't mean that in the sense of like, I thought it was good looking. I was also interminably bored.
Right. I mean, that's natural. I don't blame anyone for being bored during the Tree of Life. It's a challenging movie.
I could understand how some casuals might be put off by the Tree of Light.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's pretty much my feeling on it. Some casuals might
Sorry,
be.
I like some characters that behave like real human beings.
They do.
No?
Yeah.
No?
You should rewatch the Tree of Life sometime.
I'd rather not. I'd rather not.
Yeah, we should just trust Matthew from 3 years ago. His opinion.
I still remember the film. Like, I know what happens.
I mean,
I
yeah.
watched it. Oh, God damn it.
Did you though?
Yes.
Did you really watch it?
Yeah.
Or did you just look at it? Did I just blow your mind?
No.
Oh.
You
Well,
sort of.
I was trying to.
You just really just expanded it.
Oh, no,
than
I don't need to
ever
do
thought.
drugs.
Yeah.
And
That's why I
that,
keep you around, Evan. You're my anti-drug.
and that was the Gravelord Nito that was.
So I guess we'll stop here.
Yeah. Need to find that bonfire that opens up. There it is. Rest here. Let's warp to the Firelink Shrine. Then we'll make our decisions from there. Thanks for joining me, people like Space
welcome.
Quartermaster Ryan and Virtual Stowaway Matthew.
No problem.
Let's see. Maybe next episode will be the final episode of Dark Souls. I doubt it. I would have to beat 5 bosses
Something like that.
in one episode, but we'll see how it goes.
Maybe it'll be a super episode.
Maybe it'll be a super episode. Maybe it'll be 3 hours long, and it'll blow everyone's minds. JRPG Astoria Future Perfect deactivate.